shooting in White Settlement, Texas, close to Fort Worth. Gunman shoots 2 innocent people during church parish. Fortunately, those two individuals died, but hero Jack Wilson vibe checks the gunman, shoots him once in the head, and he's done for the day. People are freaking out about it. Some people are freaking out for the right reasons. Some people are freaking out for the wrong reasons. Some people are talking about how it was right for him to carry that and that it was smart, and that it could have been a lot worse had no one been there armed. Some people are talking about how it's scary that an old white man was carrying a gun in a church, even though he's the one who stopped the madman. We live in absolute fucking clown world, people. Can't bring a gun to church because it's a holy place, apparently. Yeah. At least not with the intention of protecting people. That's not what people want to focus on. They just want to point out the fact that the old man had a gun, even though he was part of the security detail. That's a bear. The mod's gonna be a little late. But yeah, the shooter, what was his name? One sec, I'm an idiot. I gotta look up the name because I didn't have this all ready because I'm an ill-prepared bastard. What can I say? Oh, wrong page. God damn it. That's not what I'm looking for. God damn it. Ah, here we go. The gunman, Keith Thomas Kinnaman, he had walked into the church during the Sunday morning service and he sat down amongst the other parishioners, apparently trying to blend in, but he stood up and pulled a shotgun, shot 2 individuals. One of the parishioners, who had, which was Jack Wilson, he had volunteered for the church's security, and he trained others within the church to use firearms to protect the fellow parishioners. And what else have we got here? Not even within 5 seconds of the gunman shooting 2 people, he had his gun ready and literally single shot at him in the head. Now I feel like if he had at any instance prior, he would have probably just capped him even sooner. Gotta give it to him though. Some people, they could carry the gun, they might just crack under the pressure, they might have just turned and run, they could have seen the gun. Not fucking Jack Wilson. He pulled a fucking Marty Robbins big iron on that fucking incel cuck of a fucker and took his fucking brain out. It's weird, you see days like this and you hear about all the arguments on gun control and whether people should have the right to have an opportunity to own something that could possibly save their life in an instance of, I don't know, life-threatening situations. That's a bad way to word that, but I'm not a man of eloquent words. But yeah, you hear all kinds of arguments on why people shouldn't own guns, and then lo and behold, an instance of why exactly we need these kind of tools, because that's exactly what they are, just fucking tools, and why we need them comes and rolls around, an instance perfectly defining why these are needed. It's not just fucking lunatics who are going for guns. Like, this entire, like, I want to say generation at this point, but it's practically just society at this point that is so fucking neutered that we're afraid of having the responsibility of having to protect ourselves, that we want cops to do it. Now, I don't know about you. Every time I've ever had to call the cops, it takes them about 5 minutes to get there. Now, what if these individuals at the church had the only option of calling the cops? They would have been waiting 5 minutes as this dude with a shotgun went willy-nilly and just domed every single one of them. It could have been a fucking bloodshed. But of course, people on Twitter, they're gonna go on their little their bleeding heart rants and talk about how it was scary that an old white man had a gun while he was going to church, even though he was part of the security detail. Gotta hand it to people these days. They do some crazy fucking mental gymnastics to justify their beliefs, even if it's blatant in the situation that their belief would have gotten everyone in that room killed. If no one was allowed to own a gun in Texas right now, I guarantee you that man who did not give a shit whether he could own a gun would have killed everyone in that church, or at least most of them. There were children in that church. You can see in the live stream, which as soon as my mod gets here, I will have him post links to it in the stream. You can see in the live stream that there are children within the church that are worshiping their God, whoever it may be. I don't give a shit, but there's children. And all those children could have been easily just capped. But Jack Wilson, again, gotta give him his 15 minutes of fame. That man is a hero. That man, he wasn't expecting to spend his golden years as a hero, but yesterday solved that. It's crazy, folks. We live in a fucked up world with fucked up people where there are people who are just trying to hurt people because they feel for some reason that it's the only thing they need to do. And there are people who, in the same breath of talking about school shooters and public shooters and things like this, will tell you that you shouldn't own a gun. Even though you yourself know that you are not some kind of shooter. You wouldn't go do something so obscene, so violent. You would use it as it is intended, as a tool for your self-defense. They don't want you to do that, even though there are individuals who clearly do not care whether you're safe or not. Whether they see your life as something that they can take as they wish. It's a fucked up world we live in. Where's my bike? I'm looking for my bike. I forgot. I'm playing a video game. I'm not just ranting politically. You see, what kind of world would we live in? Especially in the video game. In this one, if I couldn't own a gun. These zombies would fuck me. Oh, that's a wolf. Oh, it might fuck me anyway. But no, it's insane. It's funny though, because literally you get so many instances where they talk about why you shouldn't own a gun, all these hyperbolic arguments about why it's dangerous and why it could be a caution to the people around you, how you could suddenly turn into a crazed gunman with a nut overnight and go just snap on your family and just cap your entire family in the morning during breakfast. It could all just be so terrible like that, when in actuality they're just being dramatic because they themselves are scared of the responsibility of having to one day defend themselves. I honestly can't wrap my brain around the anti-gun argument. Even empathizing with people who think that it's for some reason of reaching some kind of peaceful utopia, whether people who believe in peace don't need to own guns or something like that. That it's just not the case. You don't own a gun because you go seeking violence. I mean, I'm not saying that there aren't people who are like that. Some people, yeah, these shooters, yeah, they own a gun with the intent of seeking violence. But you're going to find people who seek violence whether they have a gun or not, whether they even have a weapon or not. It doesn't matter. If someone wants someone to be harmed, they are going to find a way. It doesn't matter. So why should you take a law-abiding citizen's right away to defend themselves? It's stupid. And I mean, I know it's all the basic statements everybody makes, but everybody makes these basic statements because they're no less true. Now, I'm not saying go with the crowd because the crowd's right, but in an instance where one person is saying you shouldn't own a gun, and then the other person is saying you should own a gun, and on the news you can literally see these instances like the church shooting we just had yesterday, where an individual who is a law-abiding citizen owns a gun and takes down a violent shooter before they can do any more harm, proving that having a gun can save lives. It baffles me. How do you go about believing that? I don't know. Hurts my brain. Oh, I can only imagine how this seems like just rambling. It bothers me, man. I don't know whether it's just the the American ideology where I believe that everyone should own a gun. Not everyone should be able to own a gun. I think, like, I forget whether it's Switzerland or Dane or whatever it is, but I know there's a country in Europe where every citizen is required to own a gun. And I feel like if America was like that, as soon as you're like 18, they register you for a gun, they train you how to use it, and how to clean it, and how to maintain it. I feel like there would be a lot less of these public shootings. If you think about it, what's going to stop a shooter more? The idea that everyone in that crowd is armed, or the idea that everyone in that crowd is unarmed? I remember seeing I can't remember. Oh, I wish my mod was here. It would make it so much easier. There was a politician, and I'll look it up and post it into the stream later if my mod doesn't show up. But they had essentially said, when a shooter realizes that nobody in the crowd has a gun, they will lay their gun down and turn themselves in, quote-unquote, it's human nature. Now, I don't know about you, but you gotta be smoking some heavy, hard shit to be believing that. Hurts my fucking brain. I don't know. I guess that's all for now. I'm gonna wait till my mod comes on because he's kind of my homeboy and my info leaker. For now, just enjoy me killing all these bastards because they deserve to die. I shall kill all of these virtual individuals in the name of Jack Wilson. I'm sorry. I've been calling that man Brian. I'm sorry, Jack. Your name is Jack Wilson. I literally got his name right in front of me. Why I was calling him Brian, I have no clue. Fake news.
Okay. Some weird shit going on.
Some weird shit going on. Boom. Boom. Ah! You see? I owned a gun and I still died. But it's crazy, folks. Like, that whole... I don't know, America's in a weird place right now. Oh, zombies! Oh, I've got 10% gas. This is not gonna go well. I would affect 10 zombies. I need gas bad. Whee! Oh, balls! That hurt. My back should be like shattered right now. Absolutely just blown out. Gasolina. Oh, I can't wait to upgrade my fucking gas tank.
Hey, Ricky, I'm at Camp Pioneer, and it is a goddamn war zone.
What's going on? Are any of our guys there?
No, I don't think so. Sounds like they're clearing freaks. Don't worry. I'll find this guy. Beacon out. Lock's tight.
Balls, not a lock. Because I don't have, you know, a giant metal bat on my back that I can smash the fucking door in with. But I suppose that would just let the guys on the inside know that I'm coming, and they just don't aim all their guns at the door.
Where the fuck are you hiding, Red? He's gotta be here somewhere.
Who was that? Men coming!
Where's that coming from?
The brains are on the ceiling, bitch.
Hey! Hey there!
Hit him down! I'm moving back!
Fall back!
Finally! Flanking me!
I'm hit!
Get in there. Fuck.
Damn, just headshot, headshot, headshot. I mean, it's not hard to get a headshot in this game, but still.
Yeah.
None of you even know what hit ya, 'cause you're just a bunch of bitches.
Yes.
Yeah, I gotta give me that toilet paper, wipe my ass, and heal myself. Do I want that AK? No, I don't want an AK. An AK is garbage.
I got a use for you.
Comrade. One second, just looking up something not that anybody's watching right now. right. Sorry about that, we're just reading something. Yeah, but apparently with the shooting, it wasn't just one dude who capped the well, it was one dude who capped the shooter, but 3 other individuals popped up out of the woodworks of those beautiful pews, ready to cap that motherfucker with pistols. Fucking beautiful. Telling you folks, America is the way it is. Sure, it's got byproducts due to the way it is, but the way it is why people like it. Sure, there are the ones who are still crying about things that happened 200 years ago, whether it's the Civil War, whether it's slavery, which is, don't get me wrong, is fucked up, and but at the end of the day, literally, it's still happening in Africa. Talking about it, blaming people because it happened here hundreds of years ago is stupid. Yeah, there are still people who believe terrible things, but you're never gonna get rid of that. Ever. No. Yeah, someone's out here. He's here to cap you like this. Ooh, right in the dome. Sleep well. Ooh, excuse me. Hi! Sleep tight. Glad we could have this talk.
Alright, Red, where the hell are you?
Oh,
Newts.
look at
Oh, well, they're
you.
killing newts.
Oh, you're a kid. Poor kid.
Good night.
Sleep well. Sad newts in this game. They're essentially like kids that got turned.
Okay.
It's kind of fucked up, actually. Sorry, little one. That is still just kind of disorienting. Is that you, Red? Oh, I think it's Red. I ain't holding still so you can shoot me. What do I look like, an idiot? Boy, this is not gonna go well. Oh, I knew it. Balls. Oh, damn, his head was like jerking, like, oh, this is brain damage. But, I'm gonna put it on hold till my mod's all set, just so I'm just not, like, blatantly raving. But until then, I'm gonna put the stream on hold. We'll be back in a few, folks. Sorry about this.